Well, welcome back to the Seth Liebsohn Show. It is a privilege to welcome back to our airwaves Debbie Lesko, Congresswoman representing Arizona's 8th Congressional District and a candidate now for County Board of Supervisors in District 4. Her website, debbielesko.com, to help her out and read more about her campaign for County Supervisor. Debbie, how are you? Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, Seth, for having me. I'm doing great. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now.
Okay, I am good. I mean, in the sense that Washington, D.C. needs you, but we need you here too, which is why we're so glad you're running for county supervisor. Debbie, you have been ardent and focused on issues having to do with border security and illegal immigration. There are things you can do about it as a county supervisor. How bad is the situation when we read just about this hearing yesterday, I guess it was, or was it this morning, from the former Border Patrol head of the San Diego sector, talking about how the administration, the Biden-Harris administration, tried to put a muzzle on him for the warnings about gotaways and people who are suspected to be on terrorist watch lists or people coming from countries of terrorist concern. This is a big bombshell of a story, it seems to me.
Well, it is. I don't know if the rest of the media is going to cover it because they always seem to cover up for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. But yeah, this was in the U.S. House Homeland Security Committee hearing yesterday. Mm-hmm. And yes, the former San Diego sector border patrol chief told the committee that he was told by the Biden-Harris administration not to release any information on the increase in special interest aliens, which are coming from countries of interest that may harm America, or mention any of the arrests that they made. And he specifically said, the administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border, quote unquote. And so, we suspected this. This has been going on. I used to be on the Homeland Security Committee when I was a freshman in Congress.
Yep.
I mean, they just it is a clear difference between the Biden-Harris administration and the Trump administration on border security. So we just found out in another hearing that there was 382 illegal immigrants that were on the terrorist watch list that have been apprehended between ports of entry since Biden has taken office, and you compare the 382 to 11 under Trump. Now, the left is going to come back and say, well, we're doing a great job, the Biden-Harris thing, because we apprehended all these people. Well, it's because millions and millions and millions of more people have crossed the border, and who knows how many have gotten away that are on the terrorist watch list. We see every day, just about every day, how children are being raped and killed by illegal immigrants. Does that mean every single illegal immigrant is a bad person? No. But when you have millions and millions and millions of people crossing across the border, you're going to have a sector of them that are bad people. And, this is a huge national security risk.
You're probably like me, getting a little tired of that argument from the other side, that the vast majority of them are not criminals and are not terrorists. Well, first of all, I don't know that it's vast, but there's an awful lot of them that are. I mean, I every once in a while will look at the Department of Corrections statistics here in Arizona, who's in our prison system here in Arizona. Hundreds and hundreds of illegal aliens are in our prison system for awfully violent crimes, everything from sexual abuse and rape to homicide. Hundreds. So I don't really care whether it's a majority or a minority. I care that these are hundreds and hundreds just in Arizona, again, of those that we've caught and are incarcerated, that, of lives that could be with us still today, and of women who weren't sexually abused or raped that would be among us today. So I get a little tired of this notion, don't you, that it's not the majority of them.
Well, I get tired of the Biden-Harris administration doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
And then when you add in, okay, so it's been confirmed by CBP that over 10 million people, illegal immigrants, have been apprehended crossing the border, okay, since they've been in office. 8 million that were, processed, another 2 million that were gotaways, over 2 million that were gotaways that they caught on camera or sensors.
Right.
We don't know how many more, probably another 10 million. We just don't even know about it. I mean, I don't know. We can only guess. And we know from going down to the border, from the reports from all over the nation, that there's gang members coming up.
Yep.
And when Biden and Harris fly people in, so that number of 10 million doesn't include
That's right.
what is it, hundreds of thousands that they're flying directly in from Haiti, Cuba, Venezuela. I mean, my goodness sakes, that's why that Springfield, Ohio has 20,000 Haitians that have come in?
Yeah.
They're just flying them into the country, and they say they're legal.
And Ohio is supposed to...
The media now says, oh, they're all legal. Well, that's because the Biden administration has made them legal.
Right.
By
With the
just,
stroke of a pen. Exactly.
A stroke of a pen. This is so infuriating. We really need to change the president out. We really need President Trump back in.
We totally do, and we need you at the Board of Supervisors because you can help put more resources into law enforcement when it comes to just this very thing, can't you?
Well, that's certainly my priority. Reducing crime is my priority, so we can make sure that the county sheriff's department is adequately funded and the county attorney's office is adequately funded, and try to stop some of this fentanyl drug use, because it's the numbers are at least 3 per day in Maricopa County. People die from fentanyl. At 3 per day. I mean, that's just a sad state of affairs, and so we need to get a grip on this, and I really hope we can get President Trump in there because he's serious about securing the border. He's proved it in the past. He's serious about improving the economy. He had a great economy going in the past. And Kamala Harris is just simply lying.
Yeah.
I mean, she keeps changing her stance on everything, and I don't buy it.
No, I don't
either.
either.
How could anybody buy it?
No, well, the media and corporate or mainstream media does. They swallow it whole and spew it out. That's why we have to do what we have to do, and why I love having you on the show to clarify it. 3 a day in Maricopa County. Hundreds a day across the country. These are preventable deaths. Debbie Lesko, Godspeed. Thank you for checking in. Really appreciate it. Folks, help her out. Learn more about her candidacy for county supervisor at DebbieLesko.com. DebbieLesko.com. I'm Seth Liebsohn, and we'll be right back.